Well, thank you everyone for joining this information session on the master's program in South European Studies, also called EUROSUD. We're very happy that we are able to present our master program to many students that are enthusiastic about our project. Amy, can you go to the next slide, please? Yeah, so again, a very warm welcome to everyone. What we are going to do today is we are going to take you through the basics, the essentials of our EUROSUD program. And we do this by first providing an overall impression of the main focus of the master. And thereafter, we are going to have a look at the specific study tracks. And in order to give this presentation on the entire program, I'm very happy that we are together with all the coordinators of the collaborating universities. So the EUROSUD Master is a collaboration between 5 universities, European universities. First university is Autónoma de Madrid, La Universidad Autónoma de Madrid. I am the coordinator of EUROSUD at this Spanish university located in Madrid. Then we have Aix-Marseille University. We have the Université Libre de Bruxelles. My French is not perfect, but I hope I pronounced it correctly. We have the Sapienza Universidad di Roma in Italy, of course, and we have the National and Capodistran University of Athens. So these 5 universities together have created the EUROSUD South European Studies program, focusing on the Southern European region. If we can go to the next slide, just a quick introduction of the entire EUROSUD team. I am Annemarie Reinaers. I am the coordinator of EUROSUD at the University of Madrid. Then we have our Athens teams, composed of Susanna Verney and Antonia Servaki. In Aix-Marseille, we have Mauve Carbonell. In ULB, Amandine Crespi. And in Italy, Maria Cristina Marchetti. And all these coordinators, after my first initial introduction of the program, will also discuss their pathway and the specific courses, the specific focus of their part of the program in detail. Okay, so this is Team EUROSUD, and again, a very warm welcome to all of you. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, so one back, please. This is already related to the study track. Yeah. So the EUROSUD Master has a specific focus, and its name, the name of the master, already reveals, of course, what the focus is. So we focus on the Southern European region. Here we say EUROSUD focuses on the Mediterranean basin as a region with a distinct identity. And universities belonging to Europe, and especially the universities related to, or located in the Southern Europe, we really all consider that the Southern European region is a region that is very different from other regions, with many different interesting internal and international processes going on that are worthwhile studying on its own. So the region, for example, has witnessed global challenges, including, for example, the rise of liberal democratic norms, the growth of populism, the rise of anti-establishment movements. The Southern European region also has a very particular economical and social-economical composition, challenges. The theme of regional integration is very important for the Southern European region. Other critical issues that are also very relevant for the region are post-colonial ties. Currently, and especially in the Southern region, migration flows, climate change, socio-demographic shifts, corruption, when we talk more about the function of administration and government, the quality of governance, evolving security landscape in the Eastern Mediterranean and the Black Sea. And that is a region not only with countries that in itself are very interesting, but also relations between the countries and the region as a whole. In relation to other regions, we believe and we consider that the Southern European region is super interesting studying it. And this is exactly what we want to do in this master's program. So through EUROSUD and through the study plan that we offer, we allow students to become experts on the Southern European region, to become experts on specific themes relevant for the Southern European region. And we do this by providing diverse theoretical and methodological approaches within the study plan. So at each different university, and depending on the study tracks that we are going to discuss after this, students will have a slightly different focus. They will have a slightly different curriculum, ranging from courses related to humanities, social sciences. So after finishing EUROSUD, we hope that we created through the program new regional experts, which are our future students, of course, with a solid foundation in international affairs, advanced research, and professional skills. And we hope that our program prepares you for international careers or doctoral studies. Okay, so this is the core of EUROSUD. And now I would like to go to the next slide, in which you can see the study tracks that we have developed in order to provide this this expertise within the students. So we have 3 study tracks. The first track is called Southern Europe and the Mediterranean. Track 2 is called Southern Europe and the European Union. And track 3 is Southeastern Europe. So the titles of this track already reveal where the focus lies. All these study tracks have one thing in common, and that is that all study tracks start at the University of Madrid, the Autonomous University of Madrid. So no matter what track you choose, all students have a first common formation in Madrid. And then depending on the specific study track, you go to either Aix-Marseille University, if you choose track 1, you go to, in relation to track 2, to the ULB, the Université Libre de Bruxelles, for half a year, and then you go for another half year to Sapienza University in Rome. Track 3 is a combination of, again, 1 year at the Autonomous University in Madrid, and after that you go for 1 year to the National and Capodocian University of Athens. As you can also see in this slide, the track that you choose also determines the final degrees that you're going to receive. So in the first track, you will receive a double degree. A degree from the Master in Democracy and Government, which is the master that we provide at WAM, and a degree in the Master in European and International Studies from AMU, Aix-Marseille University. If you choose to go to track 2, you will have a multiple degree. That means you have a Master in Democracy and Government, the Master in European Studies from ULB, and a Master in International Relations and Supranational Institutions from Sapienza. And in the case of track 3, we have again a double degree. It's the Master in Democracy and Government again, and a Master of Science in Southeast European Studies, Politics, History, and Economics. So this is an overview of the study tracks that we have. And now I would like to continue and explain you a bit more about the first year at WAM. What do we exactly offer in year 1? And go to, Okay, so the master kicks off in Madrid, exactly at the university, the Autonomous University of Madrid, or La Universidad Autónoma de Madrid. And the master is located at the Department of Political Science of the Faculty of Law at the Autonomous University of Madrid. We are located at a very beautiful and green campus, a bit in the outskirts of Madrid. And well, I'm very proud to be able to tell you that our Faculty of Law is really one of the best faculties of laws in the entire country. It's a pleasure to be able to welcome you there. And I believe we can offer you very good education. And well, here you can see the positions in the rankings. I just wanted to mention it because we are very proud of this as the University of Madrid. Could we go to the next slide, please? Because then I can tell a bit more about the program. So in the first year, all students come to the beautiful city of Madrid, and what we offer there is a common foundational program, which I would say is called Southern Europe and the Southern Neighborhood. And in this first year, we, on the one hand, will provide training in terms of research and investigation, but then we will also have a look at the specific Southern European region, its challenges, and we will also have a look at some Arab related or the broader region, the Southern Neighborhood region. I will come back to that in a minute. So in the first semester, students will follow 5 courses, 1 compulsory course, which is research design and methods. I happen to be the teacher of that course as well. And then there are 4 elective courses that you can choose. This is the entire list of elective courses. We have European Union, Public Policy, Theory and Practice, Evaluating Public Policies and Services, Data Analysis and Political Research, Voting in Modern Democracies, Representation and Political Participation, Explaining Nationalism and Populism, and History of Political Theory. Now, all these courses, and this also goes for the courses in the second semester, will be centered or are centered, take into account the specific Southern European region, okay? So you choose 4, which means there is some sort of flexibility for you to design your own study plan. Then in the second semester, again, there are 5 courses. There are 4 compulsory courses this time. And here you can clearly see the focus on the Southern European region, social challenges in Southern Europe. There we will be talking about poverty, unemployment, for example, migration. Very different themes will be discussed there. Another course, Democracy and Government in Southern Europe. This is a very interesting course talking about democracy and government in different European countries, discussing the transition, for example, to democracy, discussing how good or bad government works in specific certain European countries. And then we have 2 courses offered by another master, the Master of Arab and Islamic Studies. One course is called Processes of Democratic Transition in the Arab World and Democratization and Reforms in Turkey and Iran. And we believe these 4 courses really provide you with an introduction and a very strong basis for understanding the Southern European region and relations with other regions. And in the second semester, you can also choose 1 elective course. One is called Public Administration and Digital Governance and Contemporary Political Theory. In addition to these courses, we also offer a methodological transversal skills seminar on qualitative and quantitative methodological techniques. And besides, and I think that's what our base master is also famous for, we organize many academic, social, and cultural activities apart from this standard curriculum during year 1. So that's the first year in Madrid. And now we will have a look what the second year at the different institutions, different universities will look like.
Okay, it's okay. Do you hear me very well? Yeah, that's fine. So I am Mauve Carbonel, historian at Aix-Marseille University and coordinator for Aix-Marseille of this program. So, a short presentation of our university and faculty, and then about the study track. So Aix-Marseille University is a large multidisciplinary university, about 80,000 students, present in 9 cities of the south of France. And EUROSUD, the program EUROSUD, belongs to the Faculty for Arts, Letters, Languages and Humanities based in the city of Aix-en-Provence. So this is about 30 minutes from Marseille. Aix-en-Provence is a medium-sized city, 150,000 inhabitants, very pleasant to live in, strong student population. The faculty offers a wide range of courses in different fields, from art to languages and, of course, social sciences, including history, philosophy, sociology, anthropology, history, etc. So in our faculty, we have 15,000 students in this specific faculty. Slide 2, please. Second slide. Yeah. Concerning the pathway itself, and so the second year that students will have in Aix-en-Provence, the selected students will spend their second year in Aix, for the one who choose to go to Aix, and students will be integrated into an existing master's program, the Master Études Européennes et Internationales, which aims to train professionals in Euro-Mediterranean relations with a strong background in social sciences. So it's important to note that all courses at Aix are in French. So a minimum of B2 level in French is required. International students can take French courses for foreigners. So this master program in Aix is run by a multidisciplinary team in social sciences. I told you I'm myself historians, but we are working with geographers, specialists of cultural areas, etc. First semester courses are divided in two blocks. A first block of disciplinary courses on Euro-Mediterranean themes like migration, conflict, governance, and a second block of courses, more workshops than courses to be precise, on specific professional skills. So project management, and in particular the management of European projects linked to the Mediterranean world. This means working on the implementation of the European public policies in the Mediterranean context. And to do this, you will meet with a wide range of professionals from NGOs, regional, local, international institutions, local authorities, and more through the so-called professional seminars. During this first semester, study trip to Barcelona is also organized to meet other professionals involved in the Euro-Mediterranean relations visit institutions like the Union for the Mediterranean. This is an important opportunity to meet other actors than those we can bring to Aix or meet in France. Later in the year, a season school will be organized, or a transversal skills seminar will be organized, a kind of season school, let's call it that way, in collaboration with the University Hassan II in Casablanca, in Morocco, in a hybrid format to reinforce, of course, the knowledge of the Maghreb area, an essential area in the European Union's relations with its neighborhood, but also to build professional skills through dialogue with Moroccan actors active on the field. There are no courses in the second semesters. Students can choose either professional or research orientation, even if professional orientation is the most common, but the possibility of having a research-oriented pathways exists. So for the professional orientation, the students must complete a minimum 4, but or it can be 5 or 6 months internship in France or abroad. We push students to go somewhere else for this 4th semester. And for the research orientation, they can choose to carry out a research field placement in line with the research topic defined during the 1st semester. The choose between research or professional orientation has to be made during the 1st semester. And there is a possibility of a shorter optional internship during for those who choose the research orientation. But so the year is validated as usual with the writing of a master thesis and the writing of an internship report. And in both cases, well, master thesis can be professional master thesis with specific expectations and or a more classical research-oriented master thesis. And I think that's all for Aix-Marseille University at this stage. Thank you.
Yeah, then I think the colleagues of track 2 can now introduce their study track. So that would be first Brussels and then Rome.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Amandine Crespi. I'm the EUROSUD coordinator for the ULB in Brussels. Very glad that you are all joining this morning for this info session. So just a quick word about track 2, which focuses on the relationship and the connections between the European Union and its institutions, its policies, its politics also, and the particular challenges that South European countries are facing and that were presented at the beginning of this conversation. So in year 2 of track 2, you will be coming to Brussels. Just a few words about the ULB. It is also a large university with approximately 30,000 students, which represents all disciplines and all subjects. But what is more interesting for us this morning is that, of course, Brussels is the host city of the institutions of the European Union and also other international organizations such as NATO. And so it's not entirely by chance that the ULB also has a long established and widely recognized range of study programs in European studies. And so we're very, very happy to be included in this EUROSUD program, which combines our traditional strength at ULB in European studies with this particular emphasis on Southern Europe. So perhaps we can move on to the following slide so I can say a few words about semester 3 at ULB and what happens there. So the particularity of our study program in European studies, in which EUROSUD is fully integrated when you will be arriving here, is its interdisciplinary approach that aims at providing students with a better understanding of the EU and its role in Southern Europe with regard to the ongoing political dynamics and transformations that we discussed earlier. So more specifically, the program includes 6 courses, which are all taught in English in Brussels and which reflect this interdisciplinary mindset that we have here. So the first one is integration through law. Then we have also decision making in the EU, history of European integration, democratization and autocratization, social Europe, and interest representation of the EU. So as you can see, those 6 courses give you a very comprehensive background and more specific knowledge in the different disciplines which are foundational of European studies and will give you a more advanced background about the EU, its institutions, its public policies, and its policies. And across all these courses, there will be an emphasis on Southern Europe and the challenges that South European countries are facing more in particular. One last very interesting element of this semester at ULB comes at the end of your stay here in January, and that is a transversal skills seminar on strategic foresight, which lasts for a week and which is aimed to learn about forecasting practices from a mix of EU professionals and academics. Foresight is a very flourishing, I would say, education method as in for students as well as in more executive education, and it's really dynamic at the moment to develop these techniques that consist in projecting different scenarios of what will happen in the future and develop an expertise and skills relating to foresight. So that is it from my side for the moment. And then handing over to the colleagues at La Sapienza for semester 4.
Thank you. I'm Maria Cristina Marchetti, and I'm the coordinator of EUROSUD program and now the director of the Department of Political Science in Sapienza University of Rome. Just a brief presentation of Sapienza, that is the largest university in Europe with 120,000 students. And Sapienza offers all kinds of courses previewed by the Italian university system. I'm here to present the second semester of track 2. That is the second semester of the second year of the entire program. The semester is inside our Master in International Relations and Supranational Institutions. At Sapienza, you will have the opportunity to take 2 elective exams, and you can read all in the list that you can choose from a list of 6 courses focusing on the history of Mediterranean area, democratization process, and constitutionalization process in Italy and in the Mediterranean area. There is an economic courses too, economic policies and political economic of the European Union, and a very successful teaching activity that is the history of international and European relations. But above all, you will have the opportunity to prepare in Sapienza your master's thesis under the supervision of professors and specialized tutors. Sapienza will offer all the opportunities that a large university can give, a very stimulating context, together with all the possibility of living in a city like Rome, a city that is the home of all the national institutions and diplomatic representations of 2 countries, if we can mention the Vatican too, and some important international relations such as FAO and some relevant international cooperation agencies. The Master in International Relations and Supranational Institution is a point of reference for the preparation to international careers, and we can offer in the second semester we can also offer seminars and laboratories focusing on international diplomacy and international relations. Just to give you some administrative information, the second semester in Sapienza will start at the end of February and will end in the mid of May. Master thesis can be discussed in July if you have concluded all the exams, or in October if you need more time to finish your classes. So I believe that that's all, and at your disposal for any other information. Thank you.
Thank you. Then we go to track 3.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. I represent NKUA, the University of Athens, which is the oldest university in Greece and in the region of Southeast Europe. It's the largest university in Greece. It's a thriving community of students and scholars with a significant research output in different disciplines. And our department, the Department of Political Science and Public Administration, is considered to be a pioneer in Southeast European studies, since this program was founded in 1999 within the framework of the Royaumont process, and has evolved along with Southeastern Europe's transformation from a war zone on its way to integration into the European Union. Our courses are taught in our premises in the central campus of the university, in the center of Athens, near the ancient Agora, just beneath the Athens Acropolis. So you will definitely not forget politics once you get out of your class. As part of the CIVIS EUROSUD program, NKUA will offer a one-year research track leading, upon successful completion, of course, to a Master of Science, equivalent to 60 ECTS. Building on an interdisciplinary and individualized curriculum, our program aims to provide a thorough understanding of the key historical, social, political, economic, and cultural issues of Southeastern Europe. Students may take one compulsory and two elective courses per semester and work on subjects drawn from different disciplines, including political science, political economy, history, international relations, international law, European studies. Our courses address cutting-edge themes pertaining to Southeast Europe, such as nationalism, sovereignty and peace, security, climate change, migration, dispute settlement, economic crisis, and economic transition. Our students will have the opportunity to comprehend the root causes of persistent and emerging challenges for the region, but also understand the vitality and the prospects of the Balkans. In this way, we aim to transcend well-established stereotypes regarding Southeast Europe and promote well-informed and objective academic discourse and policy-making related to the region. NKUA pathway is a EUROSUD research pathway aiming at the promotion of objective and state-of-the-art theoretical and empirical research in the domain of Southeast European studies. In this context, our students will start working on their thesis with their supervisor and formulate their research proposal during semester 3 and deliver their final research output at the end of the 4th semester, followed by a viva. An orientation meeting and a one-week introductory transversal skills seminar entitled Beyond the Balkan Stereotypes will be offered during the first week of the 3rd semester in order to assist our students comprehend the core academic orientations and philosophy of our program. We are looking forward to having you with us in Athens, and our program administration, Mrs. Evelyn Karakatsani, will be at your disposal for queries regarding the courses offered each academic year, the respective instructors, the starting dates, as well as for guidance related to accommodation, visa requirements, etc. I'm also at your disposal for any questions, and thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, all the coordinators, for introducing the specific content of the different study tracks. Okay, so what type of student profile are we looking for? So if you're interested in the program and you fit the following description, this program might be your program. So we are looking for graduates with a background in political science or other social sciences. So it is important to have a formation already in social sciences. This may also be law, public administration, sociology, anthropology, international relations, European and other area studies, or economics and businesses, or other related disciplines such as history, geography, literature, languages, and journalism. So as you can see, we include quite a broad range of different backgrounds. And this means that we will also may have a very interesting and diverse group of students coming from all these different backgrounds. Now, combining all these different backgrounds, or possibly all these different backgrounds in combination with the different study tracks, visiting the different countries, I think it will be a very interesting mixture of students that we will receive. So EUROSUD, and this is in relation to language, is taught in English, except for the courses offered in study track 1 in the second year in France, as Mav just mentioned, in Aix-Marseille. Okay, for the rest, it's in English. I have received some questions of students asking if it's necessary to talk Spanish, Italian, Greek. It is, of course, we very much encourage you to learn the national or local languages, but it's not a requirement for the program itself. Okay, to the second or the next slide, please. So career prospects and fees. Once you finish EUROSUD, where could you end up working? Well, we prepare you for a professional position in organizations such as the following: NGOs and non-profit organizations, policy agencies at the national and international level, such as the World Bank or OECD, local, regional, and national governments, EU institutions such as the European Commission and EU agencies, other international organizations, and lobby and consultancy organizations. Then regarding the fees, of course, there's 2 years, so there's a fee for year 1, which is established as 4,500 euros for EU students and 6,000 euros for non-EU students. And then for year 2, it's again 4,500 euros for EU students, and in year 2, 4,500 euro for non-EU students. Then we can go over to the next slide. So if this interests you, if after this presentation you think, yeah, this may be a program that I want to join, please send me your application per email before the 1st of September. You can check out the formal requirements regarding the documentation that you need to send me. Here in the, I included a link, but I'm not sure whether students can actually click on this link. You can go to either the CIVIS webpage of EUROSUD, and the CIVIS webpage then includes a link that brings you to the EUROSUD webpage of the university, the Autonomous University of Madrid. And there you can find out what we need from you in relation to the specific pathway. So you will need to indicate which pathway you would like to follow. And depending on each pathway, the documentation may be slightly different. So check the requirements on the website. And we very much look forward to welcome you all into this very interesting international program. And please get in touch with me if you have any questions related to this master's program. I don't know if any one of the other coordinators would like to say something else. No? Then just let me repeat. Any questions, please get in touch with me, and I'll try to answer your questions as quick as possible. Will the destination structure of the master... the same for... Will the okay, I now see we have a question. Will the destination structure of the master courses and the fees be the same for 26, 27? So I think this is a question, yes, already implying the new cohorts. In the basis, it will be the same. Yes, yes. You're welcome. I don't know if there's any other questions. If we are offering scholarships, we have, sorry, I know different questions coming in. Let me first address the question of Thomas. Do you have scholarships based on academic or other merits for non-EU students? Well, at one, we do have some scholarships. If you want, maybe you can write me an email and I can send you the link where you can check the information. Did I understand the fee structure, please? I didn't understand the fee. Okay, another question about the fee structure. So you will, there's 2 years that you follow. For year 1, there is a specific amount, which is 4,500 for EU students. For non-EU students, the first year costs 6,500 euros. And then in the second year, the fees is also separated in EU and non-EU, 4,500 for EU students, and then it is the same 4,500 from non-EU students. And so there's 2 years, 2 fees to pay with a different amount if you're EU or non-EU students. Check the other questions. For financial aid, scholarships and grants are internal to the various universities, or are the CIVIS projects scholarship? Is the transfer between universities automatic? So I think here there's 2 questions, right? The scholarships and grants, maybe my colleagues can also step in here, but for WAM students, we have WAM scholarships and WAM aid, WAM support, financial support, which then should be also managed through WAM. In relation, are there CIVIS project scholarships? Maybe colleagues closer related to CIVIS are able to answer this. I'm not aware of them, but please let me know if there are. Is the transfer between universities automatic? I don't know what you mean by transfer. Do you mean the recognition of courses or the financial transfers? I guess you are referring to the financial transfer. That is all handled by the Autonomous University of Madrid. So you only pay at one point. We will guide you through this process and we'll inform you about all the steps. I don't know if any other colleagues would like to comment anything on.
Maybe just to complement what Annemarie just said. So just to echo, all registration and enrollment process will be coordinated through Madrid. There will be procedures in the back office that allow your courses and your registrations to transfer automatically, not, but smoothly from one university to the next. So you will be registered independently in each university you visit, but that process is centrally coordinated by the universities under the leadership of Madrid. Regarding fellowships, there are no specific EUROSUD fellowships foreseen for the coming academic year for students starting in September 2025. There are, as mentioned by Annemarie, in each of our institutions, specific fellowships that might be available to you as a regularly enrolled student in each of the institutions. Lastly, as you will be doing an intra-CIVIS mobility, i.e. moving from one CIVIS university to the next, there are no specific CIVIS fellowships for that mobility, but there will be the possibility to apply for traditional Erasmus Plus funding to facilitate and cover your mobility costs via the CIVIS structure, as some of you might have experienced in other environments. But so again, in the year coming, there are no specific EUROSUD fellowships, but you will have access to the various specific funding opportunities, mainly mobility opportunities through your specific registered universities, some of which are facilitated via CIVIS.
Okay, thank you very much, Frederick, for this additional information. I see there's a question about whether English is mandatory and what level is required. Yes, English is mandatory because the big part of the program is, well, the entire program almost is taught in English. I have participated in 2 CIVIS BIP programs and completed an exchange year through the CIVIS Alliance. I am also currently enrolled as a student at one of the CIVIS universities. During these I received scholarships which were fully funded. I would like to know whether this master's program also offers any funding or scholarships. So again, a question relating to the funding and scholarships. So as we mentioned, there are no specific EUROSUD scholarships, but each university probably has at least one. We have it like an own program helping students or offering financial support two students, master students specifically. Okay, so it might be worthwhile to check out at each university or the universities included in your pathway how this is organized, and please get in touch. You can also just, for example, at WAM, if you write in whatever Google, for example, you say WAM, financial aid or scholarships, master programs, and then you will find all the information because it's all already organized via web pages. Amandine, you would like to comment something? Yeah.
Yes, just to give some additional information about the level of English. So at ULB, we have a requirement that applicants whose native language is not English would provide a proof that they reach a B2 level. This can be done in essentially two ways. Either you take one of those internationally recognized exams, such as the TOEFL, the IELTS, the TOEIC, the Cambridge Certificate, or if you have followed English language lessons and courses during your preceding curriculum, you can ask for your professor, for your English language professor, to issue a letter attesting that your level of English is equivalent to B2 in reading, speaking, and writing. That would be the indications for ULB. So this concerns applicants for the track 2 of EUROSUD.
All this information is also included in the webpage where you can check out all the requirements and the documentation that you need to send if you send your application. Another question, how much places are available for this master? There's 10 places available per study track. Is there a lot of competition between the students to be accepted? Well, we are receiving quite a lot of applications. So yeah, we want to pick the best students, of course. A question that was sent in, oh, this is something from Frederick. Whether there is any master track focused on Turkish language, literature, or linguistics and old. Maybe NKUA can step in, but there is no specific track focused on Turkish language. But I do think, Antonia, that your university offers quite a lot of courses, right? Language courses, and also.
We have a different curriculum. We're not specializing in humanities, literature, or humanities regarding literature or classical studies or whatever. We're doing politics, political economy, security, the security dimension, and contemporary challenges having to do with policies and politics. We do have several courses that specialize in modern Turkey. And we do offer history courses that may include contemporary Turkish history, or they may refer to the Ottoman past of the region. But not literature and language. You may profit from language courses in our university club. We do have a prestigious university club for language teaching. So you may opt, if you are students in our university, you may take different language courses according to your interests.
Thank you very much, Antonia. Another question, this master is only opening for students with a background in these topics, or it can be accessible for... Well, we mentioned the study profiles or the background that we do require, so you need to have a look at that again. It's especially social sciences, of course. We do consider that you need to have a background in that field. So, for example, I have received some applications from students with from architecture, for example. That's of course not really, doesn't really fit the profile that we are looking for. Okay, but if you doubt, just send me an email and we'll discuss it. Is there any support provided for securing accommodation? Well, this is again, I think, something that is organized by all the different universities. From the EUROSUD as a program, there is no support to provide or to secure any accommodation. That should be organized by the students themselves. We do have, for example, at WAM, the student residence, so you could apply for accommodation there. But this is something that students need to take care of themselves. Mauve, I see that you responded. It depends on the university, but at X, student housing will be booked for the students of the program. So that's very positive, I think. I don't know how this works at the other universities. Is it just as at WAM that students are responsible for finding their own? I guess so, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I can perhaps add from the ULB side. So the students are responsible for finding their own accommodation, but of course we'll be in contact with the selected students in advance in order to guide them and help them find to understand the accommodation market in Brussels, where we have both on-campus residencies and also other options in the city.
Yeah. Yeah, so one, for example, also once we know which students we are going to welcome in Madrid, our international student service has a beautiful handbook with a lot of basic information on how to find accommodation, where to look, which neighborhoods, and all other relevant information regarding accommodation. So, of course, we can help you, but we cannot secure any accommodation, at least in the case of Madrid. Any other questions? No? Then I think if you're all okay with it, we will end. Sorry, there is another question. Are there work study programs? I don't really know what that means. Do you mean if you can do an internship? Is that what you mean? Are there work study programs as a financial aid for international students? I don't understand the question. I don't know if any other. Yeah, Frederik, you wanted to?
It is not an established practice generally across these universities to provide jobs to students so that they can work and pay for their studies. Now, there are contexts, but this is again a case-by-case situation at the departmental level often, that there are student jobs or various forms of employment that can be foreseen through the universities. But this is not something that will be centrally managed through EUROSUD. Also bear in mind that you will have these mobilities, especially in track 2, where you will have 2 mobilities in 1 year. Thereby setting up the necessary administration for you to have a student job will be a very short request. So I would say it is not impossible, but reach out to the professors that are coordinating the specific tracks and see what might be possible. But we cannot guarantee this, as this is not coordinated neither by EUROSUD nor an established practice in most of the universities.
Okay, thank you very much, Frederik, for helping me to understand the question. And sorry for not understanding it immediately. In relation to WAM, I can tell you that the courses offered at WAM and taught at WAM, we start at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we finish around 7. So quite a lot of students, they try to find a job in the morning. And then they combine work with the master's program. but we don't have any work study programs as such established.
The same. Sorry, I could not raise my hand. I don't have this option. I don't know why. But the same goes with the case of Athens University. Our courses start at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So many of our students usually take part-time jobs in the morning because we have many international students. So this could be used as an option for Athens as well.
Yeah. Economics, I'm very interested. Would it be acceptable to apply for this program, even though yeah, that wouldn't be a problem at all if you already have a master's degree. No. Are there any other questions? No, if not, then okay, thank you all for joining this information session. I hope we've been able to well, convince you of the yeah, how interesting this master is. Please get in touch if you have any further questions, and thanks to all my colleagues for joining this session as well. And we hope to welcome you in Madrid and in EUROSUD in general. Okay, thank you very much.